This video is going to be about how blockchain technology is sinking its tentacles into every industry and disrupting and ripping it apart and totally reinventing it. I don't know about you, but I'm someone who likes exclusive access. I like to, be in the in crowd. I like to be in the VIP section or whatever, just make me feel good, pat on my back, kind of blow up my head a little bit. But I'm sure anyone else likes it too. So today we're talking about a review of this project that is like really taking ticketing, especially like music and venue ticketing, and really disrupting it and allowing a lot more, really taking it into the future, revolutionizing it. See, the problem was that before, when these tickets were being, sold, these venues would sell it or these artists would sell it, and scalpers, people would come in, buy that ticket up, and then resell it, and then they would make the difference. Now, very smart of them, right? They have to do the work of buying it early and then selling it at a later price and running that in, like making sure that they hit those profit margins. They would also be like counterfeiting them. They would also be, it gets very shady in that sense. And I think what ends up happening is that the venues and the artists are the ones that are really losing out here. They're the ones who are like, oh man, I'm losing out on this ticket. And you know what? There's actually a lot of sketchiness with buying it, because if someone comes up to you on the street and be like, you want some tickets here, kid? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I want to get in, but I don't want to buy it from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm sure there's some reputable places like StubHub or whatever, but I don't want that. I love a quick story. When I was in the Bitcoin conference, I was leaving the Bitcoin conference, and there are people on the outside selling tickets to like day 2 or day 3. And I always thought that was sketchy because I didn't want to pay them, scan my thing, and then not be able to get it. That would just be the worst. And so there is a lot of shadiness when it comes with the arbitrage with that. And so we need to have blockchain technology take, revolutionize it, really. Like, add in the future into just venue ticketing, especially for the artists. And so today we're doing a review on this YellowHeart Protocol. Now, this is a sponsored video, okay? But I should just let you know that it's a review, okay? I'm not showing this stuff to you. I have some critical things to say. Some weird stuff here is going on here, but actually some really cool stuff is happening as well. And so I want to take you guys into it. This is the protocol, and right off the bat, you could see that you could buy tickets to like different artists, like this one, Trip One Cliche. I don't know what this is. I guess it's some kind of art, but you could buy it. And here's like the number one thing I actually love. I made my account, and you got to sign in with your wallet and stuff and make an account. So I've already done that. And the really cool thing is that you can pay with card. Okay, that's the number one thing. This means a big on-ramp to people who like the musicians or the artists that are partnered with YellowHeart. And so what this does is you could buy this ticket or any other ticket, and it ends up as an NFT in your wallet. And then you could use that NFT to then scan and get into different venues. Now, it being an NFT, they could do whatever they want to it. They could give you extra access. They could give you rolling benefits. They could give you, they could unlock more features for you actually as you proceed into the venue, or maybe even the next year. One of the most recent examples of this to me is VFriends with Gary Vaynerchuk. If you buy one of those NFTs, you then have access to his conferences, which is, I'm like, that's fantastic. Why isn't someone doing this with music? And so that's what YellowHeart seeks to do. They're buying these NFTs, or they're minting, and really they're partnering with these musicians and venues. And venues is the big brain stuff. So they're partnering with MGM and stuff like that. And we'll go through some of the press that I pulled up here. But they're partnering with the venues and the musicians, or the talent, because I saw some more than musicians there, the talent. And they're partnering with them, allowing them to mint their own NFTs and then grant access to them, exclusive benefits to them, and then really gain money if someone tries to sell that on the secondary market. Like, say I buy an NFT of this Danny's Picks Volume 5, whatever this is, okay? I don't know what this is. But say I buy this for $66 and I go ahead and sell it for $100 on someone else or a secondary market or whatever, then they have access to some of those proceeds, if not all those proceeds. It just depends on how the contract is minted and what they decide to do with that. So now you have rolling benefits as the artist or as the venue whenever someone wants to sell that, and they could totally take those incentives off the tables for secondary sellers. I don't see why they would, though, because I would want them to keep on reselling. That way, you know, there's enough fat on the pig for everybody. And here's the general premise of this thing. Like, before we get into too far of this video, I want to say this about NFT and utility and ticketing and what YellowHeart is doing here. To me, NFTs, what the problem with NFTs was, it was very highly creative, but it wasn't really alone. But it wasn't solving a true problem. It was just like art for art's sake, right? Like you're making like a little pixelated, ugly thing, like smoking a cigarette, and you're calling that art. What we have here is that you have creativity solving a problem, and to me that's innovation, right? To me that's true innovation. When you take creativity and you just display creativity for creativity's sake, that's like, okay, that's art. You know, some people can find value in it, some people can't. For me, when you take creativity to solve a problem, that's when you have true innovation. And so now we're solving something that hasn't been revolutionized, hasn't been reinvented, which is the ticketing system. Since, like, I think the only recent thing is like putting a plane ticket on my Apple Wallet, which is fantastic. But could you imagine like having access, like saying having access to your favorite musician like Taylor Swift? I would love to see Taylor Swift on here, or like a, you know, like a movie theater or something, like an event like that. I'll show you why I don't really want to stick to just music, even though that might be their focus. Because if you see, oh, and they have an app. I want to go through the app first. But here's their Twitter. And I saw that they have like 3,600 followers, which is not a lot, but I could see this growing immensely. Then I saw that they were followed by the Jabberwockies, and I was like, I love the Jabberwockies. That's why I said talent. It's not just musicians, that they're not musicians. These guys are dancers, and if anyone who loves the dance scene knows about the Jabberwockies. They're freaking awesome. And so yeah, they've got a thing here. They've got on Bittrex Global, they got an IEO date in 5 hours and 23 minutes, or 5 days. Sorry, 5 days and 23 minutes from now, on the 24th here. You can't participate in this if you're in the United States, but you know what I'm saying, like I'm in Australia right now. So you could figure out a way to you know, get involved here. Again, I think I'm not allowed to say anything. I have no idea. So, but this is a review, so I don't really know that I don't work for the Hearts. I don't work for Heart Foundation. I'm just simply doing a review here, guys. So the thing here is they already have signups, or like they already have partnerships with the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, and so here they are, like. The Jabberwockies are like, if you want to go see the Jabberwockies, which I would love to see, all I have to do is buy this ticket, and maybe like, I don't know what kind of access they could give, what kind of thing they could grant. So this is fantastic. Like, I love that they're partnering with Las Vegas and all that kind of stuff. NFT tickets take the stage in 2022, connecting artists and fans. So they got a lot of press here. Cointelegraph, Rolling Stones, Kings of Leon will be the first band to release an album as an NFT, which is historical in itself. And YellowHeart is you know, taking part in that. And then YellowHeart NFT tickets and music marketplace aim to revolutionize the music industry. So yeah, they are really trying to. Here's and Bittrex Global, right? There's all this press. Here's one in Forbes too, right? MGM Grand set to host Las Vegas' first ever NFT ticketed event. This is some historic stuff, I think. Revolutionary NFT platform on Bittrex Global launches. So I try to pull up the charts. It's not there yet, but this is highly interesting to me. And to me, I think that the power behind there they are, right? There's my boys. I think the power behind this platform will be the type of talent they sign, or venues, right? You could do, that's big brain, right? You could go either way. Either like you partner with the MGM Grand and the venue, and then they could hold like stuff like, you know, this is just ticketing, right? So this is sports events, or I'm sure that's at the MGM Grand, or like I guess Kings of Leon live on tour, so like music events. They could also run, this was something that I found interesting, XXX Temptation. I don't know, this guy was big with the kids that I knew in church and stuff like that, but I think he died, right? He passed away, and I was very surprised to see his picture here. I'm like, is he like Tupac? Is he doing concerts? So, and apparently they're just selling the NFTs. So they're selling NFTs of pictures of memories of his concerts, which was very few and far between. And so they're very scarce, apparently. And so if you're into something like him, yeah, so these are the feature artists. I think when you have The more artists they sign, the better. Maroon 5, yo, that's first class right there. I mean, I'm not sure about any of these guys. No offense to any of these other guys, but come on, when you're with Maroon 5, someone been around for a long time. I mean, there you go. Kings of Leon, of course, another one that I noticed. MGM Grand. These are fantastic partnerships. These are fantastic partnerships. Now, some things that were weird, and I have to be critical of this. I got confused. I mean, just honestly, I got confused. Here's their Twitter, and then here's like another Twitter, right? Did you see that? YellowHeart Protocol, HYH Protocol, and then this is YellowHeart NFT. And I wasn't sure which one was which, but this one had 102 followers. The other one had 336, and this one had like a weird website, right? I'm not sure. Like if you look at the top here, if I just delete this, YellowHeart Protocol IEO, I was kind of lost. In this one. So, I mean, like it was kind of weird. And then I hit the white paper, and here's the white paper. And so, like anyone can read this. At the bottom, it says like not for third-party distribution. It's for a third party, but it's on the website. So, yeah, I'm not too sure how that works. Now, one thing that I did want to highlight here. You could read through their white paper. It's just on their website. This is something that they really highlighted was the mobile app integrated with the iOS. So I wanted to show you what the mobile app looks like, and I was a little confused about this as well. So here it is on the Apple Store. If I open it up, and I've already signed in. I've signed up account, so if I sign into YellowHeart, let me take this off the screen so you can see here's my email at cowboysofcrypto.com. Don't send me spam. And then let me take my password off so you guys don't see it. All right, so like I'm in here, and if let me try to get in there. YellowHeart Wallet Detective. We found a YellowHeart Wallet address, already associated account. Okay, sync. Yeah, sure. Go to your desktop integration. This is so trippy. Look at you can see me. This is what my setup looks like. But I don't know. I might be a lizard brain here, but I don't know what to show you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it looking for? We found a YellowHeart wallet address associated with the account. Would you like to sync both wallets? I don't know what that means. I don't know, like, do I have a YellowHeart wallet address on here? You know what I'm saying? So like maybe a little bit of direction would be great. Is this my wallet address at the top? That's my regular wallet address. So I'm not too sure what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I scan it. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can scan this thing. I don't know. So you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a little confusing. I think, and I'm the dumb one here, right? So I'm lizard brain. So if here's what I think. I love the fact that it is on a, you're giving you could buy these tickets or buy these NFTs with a credit card. I think that screams on-ramp. I think that's easy for a lot of people to get into, and then they get this thing, like they download this wallet and they get this thing that's an NFT, and if they don't know what that is, you just have to show that thing. And I think that's when you start getting a lot of adoption, a lot of new people, new fresh faces into this ecosystem, especially into crypto. So yeah, that's what I'm really feeling. So yeah. Here's some of the kind of the highlights. I don't want to miss anything. Authentic ticketing, music royalties, and rotating barcode and NFT memberships. These are the basic 4 pillars. And from these, we could extract like how that is implemented, right? So like we don't have to worry about duplicates, fake tickets, all that kind of stuff. With these, the artists share in teams and secondary sales, which is great. This is the only one redeeming. So like, again, no fakes. And then NFT memberships. This is access for like exclusive venues and all that kind of stuff. So if you're at all interested in going to any kind of events, and I think this is bigger than music events. I mean they're obviously going into just talent in general and sports. I think that's fantastic. And I think the power of this platform grows with the types of artists that they're bringing on, and it seems like they're bringing on some major hitters. The top 3 of which I think are Maroon 5, Kings of Leon, and MGM Grand. No offense to anyone else, but that's the ones that I am very familiar with. The investors here, the partnerships are very good. Polygon, Spartan, a lot of VCs, so, and a lot of press on them, which is great. And of course the docs team. So we're covering all the basics. This is all very simple. One thing that I'm very excited about is that I'm like one of the few and only creators doing something on YellowHeart right now. So I'm very pleased that, you know, this is one of the most in-depth things that I've done here. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about YellowHeart down in the comment section below. Is this the future? Especially, like, pontificate with me, right? Is this the future of how ticketing should be done? And what are some other, this is the question I want to ask. What are some other applications that we could use blockchain for ticketing, right? They did some stuff with in the future, especially with the token, right? You could stake the token and get extra rewards, earn cash back, that kind of stuff, that passive income. But I want to know, like, when you own an NFT, what can we push the limits on our creativity? What can we really buy? What can we really get? How much value can we pour into a single NFT, a single ticket? You know, if you think about it like an ID card, it could buy you access to like a club exclusively, indefinitely, forever. And then so maybe season passes, year-long tickets, particular seats, selections. You could go airline, like all these things have tickets, right? Could you imagine a police officer ticketing you with an NFT? You get this police officer looking at you, you're like, oh man. So I don't know if that's possible. I'm just thinking ticketing in general, right? These guys want to revolutionize ticketing, and I want to know what that looks like. You know, like, especially like sometimes you get the wristband and stuff like that. What does that look like? Well, you might not want, yeah, I don't know. MGM Grand or airplanes or boats or whatever. They could be doing it. Anyways, guys, that's my thoughts. I'm really trying to stretch my brain. I need your help. Get the cowboys' brains together, lizard brains together, and how could ticketing be revolutionized? Like, just push it to the furthest end. I really want to read the comments on this one. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.